Okay, so I'm doing this. Recording this is going for Shannon. Sorry, Shannon, it's gonna be shaky. You know, I'm just starting this out, but this is the reading. I lost the one that I tried to do for you, so fuck it. New reading for you. Um, so what I basically did, I started with my one deck, and I did past, or how I'm gonna not really did past, present, future. What I did, I wanted to do like beginning, middle, end, for your 2020. So we are starting with our King of Cups, and it's going to be clarified with the Five of Cups in reverse. So your King of Cups, he's emotionally balanced, diplomatic, compassionate. Um, a pretty good place to be. I think that's where you are in the beginning of the year. You're feeling good. And then with that being clarified by the Five of Cups in reverse, um, I said like self forgiveness, moving on, um, and then you have to forgive me. There's some pretty. You'll see the theme pretty quick to this reading. It's an emotional reading, Shannon. Okay. Um, so I have to keep reading what I kept writing down because I got a lot of stuff that was coming through. Um, you may be in pain, but you're keeping it secret. Um, but sharing the pain that you're feeling, it might help ease your suffering a little bit instead of keeping it like so bottled up and keeping this facade up, of like the cynical, sarcastic, and like laugh it all off kind of feeling. Um, and I also was kind of had this idea, like it came into my head. I can't pronounce it because it's Hawaiian and I'm from Baltimore. So, but there's this look up the Hawaiian forgiveness prayer. And basically, because I've only done it a few times, but it's pretty powerful. But you say sorry, you ask for forgiveness for your wrongdoings, and you express gratitude, um, for that forgiveness for your wrongdoings, and that was just basically what I got off of that. And like for your very first card, that's where I'm at, for 2020. Kind of like starting off the year asking forgiveness for anything that you've done wrong. Yeah. Because sometimes we need to ask for that forgiveness because I think we carry, we make mistakes. We're human. We fuck up. But what are we gonna do? Okay. But also, though, when you do that, take that. I forgot this is the end of the prayer. After you ask for that forgiveness and accept the gratitude, take it and move toward love. And keep that and move toward that. Um, and then this card, you can also, like, the Five of Cups in reverse. You realize the full implications of the past and the hurt. You realize it. You know all of the heartache that you went through, and you realize that it was there for a reason. You went through those things for a reason. All the pain that you went through got you to be here. It got you to be this. The King of Cups. I mean, cups is water, full cups, emotions, love. You needed to go through the shit to be this person. So you appreciate the lessons that you got going through all that hell. So you're not. It's basically like something that I'm working on now in therapy is the concept of radical acceptance. If you ever want to look that up, it's really cool too. Basically, the whole idea of like it is what it is. Can't change the past. Can't do anything to change the future. I just have to accept it. Um, so it's actually really kind of a freeing, like surrender to the universe idea. But okay, so next we move on to the Five of Wands, which in my original reading for you, this card came up as well. Because I remember it clearly because of these weird come into focus little card. See those funky feet? Like, they're like weird, like gnarly roots. But this has a lot to do with conflict, disagreements, tension. There's there's no real outcome to anything. There's everyone's fighting. Like in the traditional tarot, it's like all these five guys. They've all got the wands. They're all battling each other. No one's hurting each other, but no one is listening. You know, it's just like this cacophony of argument. No one will listen to each other. No one will just shut the fuck up and listen. And it's, you know, it's chaos. It's disorder. And then clarifying it, I had two fly out at me. And so we get first, which one did I decide to read first? The Knight of Cups. And that came out in reverse. So he's unrealistic, jealous, moody. He's a daydreamer. So this shitty situation happened. And you know what? You said fuck it. Like, I'm thinking, I'm out of here. Like, I'm just going to daydream, think of the better times, daydream about what it could be, because I'm tired of where I am. Like, this is too much. So I feel like where you are, like, in this scenario in the beginning of the year, you're happy where it was. It kind of turns into this kind of shitty situation where everything's kind of just mucked up. Everything kind of just grinds to a halt. And you just take it, you're gonna be sulking, you're gonna be moody, you're gonna be grumpy cat for a little while. And then with this, the Eight of Swords in reverse, it kind of does get you down. You kind of become self-limiting. Your self-limiting beliefs start. I think that might be, if it were me, it could be, to me, it's a familiar feeling. You start into old cycles. You're your own worst critic. And that prevents you from moving forward. It's nice to have this escape, to dream of the old times, be nostalgic, remember how good things were, and you were so close to it, you're right there. But this just like grinds you to a halt, bam, like their feet digs you in, stops you here, and it's a really, like, what keeps screaming in my head is break the cycle, but what do I have scribbled down here? I'm like trying to read my terrible handwriting. Let go of oh yeah, let go. Yeah, let go of your old patterns and belief systems. They're holding you back. Oh yeah, and this, you're moving in. If you keep moving in the right direction, you're finally starting to see that the light at the end of the tunnel, it's not a train. It's not a train. The light at the end of the tunnel actually is the way out. And you are heading there. And you also here with this card, you're taking accountability. You're not just lying down and going, "Yep, everything happened to me." You are going, I did play part in that. I did make the wrong decisions. I did do things that got me in this situation a little bit. And it's okay, to take the accountability for, I fucked up and did things I shouldn't have done. It happens. But you're taking that accountability, and those are the things that are going to help break the cycle. So next, where am I? Hold on. So Six of Cups. Here we are. Which I think is a really beautiful card. And that means, I'll put that one back up there so you can read what I'm doing. It's living in the past. Yeah, living in the past. And also lacking playfulness. I think you might be, like in the beginning of the year, a little bit too down to business, you know, possibly losing touch of your inner child. You know, try not to be too work, no play. You know, all work, no play makes Shannon a dull girl. Uh, so maybe, you know, just try and find things that like cut loose a little. Don't be too stuck in where you are, and because that can be really just heartbreaking to do. Now, Two of Pentacles, and did I actually just, yeah, did I just forget to, I guess I forgot to write down what I wanted for, but that's no problem. It was Two of Pentacles. And did I have it in reverse? Screw it. You know, Two of Pentacles on a, as I suck my tongue, I'm sorry. That's fine. That's the balancing act. Oh, that's so easy. You just, yeah, you got to learn how to balance it all. You know, make sure you're not overdoing it. You know, it's balance, balance, balance. Because you've got a lot to balance here. You've got to make sure you're balancing family. You got to make sure you're balancing friends. You got to make sure you're balancing work. And don't overdo it. And make sure you're setting boundaries. But I think at this point, I think what it's warning, especially with this stuck in the past, you know, a bit of feeling disappointed, that kind of stuff, make sure you're watching yourself. Okay, so now we'll begin to like middle of the year. So we're trucking right along. So, so then we're going to. Oh, I flip-flopped my numbers or some. I did something here. I may have lost a page. I'm telling you, girl, I'm glad you're nice to me, because I'm... Wonder if they got stuck together. But we're working on it. Or we get a lot of similar ones here. Anyway. Yeah, this one. This, you are just... You're stuck here, you're stuck here, you're stuck here. And yeah, you are just stuck in the past. You're feeling... Taking... my handwriting's crap. Don't move there. We like you here. Okay. So what I said with this card here is like, this is like dealing with like, it's okay to live in the past a little bit. Like, it's okay to live there, because it's talking about the pain that you're feeling. Like, because you're kind of, it's okay to be there. It's okay to feel that pain. It's okay to take a trip down memory lane, but don't live there. Come back. We like you here. I've got this in reverse. Oh, this in reverse. I feel like this is... Oh, why don't you... I can't even make up my mind on what to... Like, I want you to... You know, they want you to be playful and, you know, light-hearted when it's the right way up. But hold on one second. Why is this giving me such a hard time? I will just flip to the one I need. Cups, cups, cups. I'm sorry, Shannon. You're such a trooper. Learning is a fun game, isn't it? But you really have had... your other read was really good, too. But and I'm really pissed that my phone didn't do it right. Okay. Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Six. Six is saying, according to this book, which I don't really like, we're talking about six in the upright. It'll say, like, an old love or an old friend may appear. So perhaps memories will surface. So, okay, I guess, yeah, never mind. I was saying what I wanted. I just said it for the wrong card. Sorry. So that's what I meant, is to go down. Don't stay down memory lane. It's cool to be there, but don't stay. You know, um, because we all get there, and I think I think that's kind of balancing off of like where we were in this part. It's like this really kind of seems like whatever this situation is here, it's kind of shitty, and it's gonna be kind of lingering a bit as we go up here, because I think it's just gonna kind of hit you hard. But it's okay. Everything's flowing. Everything's flowing. So then we get to the justice in reverse. Now, this one, I mean, it's about unfairness and dishonesty and lack of accountability. Um, so mainly what I was getting is you internally know this is a line that's going in my head. You internally know you've done something morally wrong. And here's your choice. Like, you can hide it away and hope nobody figures it out. Or you can spill the beans and get all that weight off of your chest. And, you know, and when I say morally wrong could be a million things because everybody's moral compass is different. But it just, it's also your choice too, and I could be completely wrong, but that's just also what this card does kind of imply in readings as well. So that's why I am a little bit inclined to, and I'm gonna just read the cards as I say them. I'm just, just full disclosure, but. I also like, I'll show you how I'm reading. Like, I've got here, like, you're beating yourself up. Like, I just feel like I'm feeling you, and I feel like you're kicking the shit out of yourself over something. I don't know what the something is, but something in your life you're giving yourself nothing but shit over, and it's exhausting. um, and then I also wrote, once you own up to the mistake, you can make it right. And once you make that right, you're gonna like fall into your empowerment and your freedom, and you're gonna like embrace joy, and like you'll be able to fix the mistake, whatever the mistake is. I don't know, but like, and then I also wrote. I literally feel like I'm dragging a dead, decaying body around with me. Like this guilt, or this tension, whatever it is just, it's heavy. It's heavy. Oh, okay. But, and then clarifier is like, I got, the Seven of Cups, and here it is, like, it's overwhelming, and come on, focus for me. Focus. Maybe. Come on, baby. Focus. Oh, what a twat. Okay, well, it says overwhelming, lack of direction, lots to juggle, many options, and don't rush, don't half-ass it. And I also got, and then how else did it explain it? There's opportunities, there's choices, there's many choices. And then I also got it clarified with the Six of Swords and in reverse, which would say, you will find change. You are still carrying the burden with you. And it does have the option, just like here, like travel could be in your future. Just an option there, like maybe later than the year or like in the beginning of next. And it does say, like, I like to add, like, little tunes that, like, play in my head to my cards. And my little runaway, my runaway, like, for some reason, but I feel like that's more when it's upright. So, no Del Shannon today. Oh, weird Del Shannon. Synchronicities. But according to the tarot book, um, the Six of Swords in reverse is all about a rite of passage. This is something that has to happen. It is a karmic thing. This is something that your soul has to go through. And what you have to do, and you've realized it, but you're still reluctant to go through it. And it's okay. It's scary. This is a big one. Like, this is like I'm surprised you didn't get the Tower in this spread. Because this is I guess it isn't a earth-shattering moment, but it's a big thing that you have to go through. So then we go to the Eight of Swords. Where are you on here, my friend? Do we... Oh, I see. I missed my little Eight of Swords, friends. We'll figure him out in just a second. And actually, what I'll do... I'll read him right now. Eight of Swords. I can't believe I missed him. Because you got the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is so important, because I know who that's talking about. I like this instant reading. Soon I'll be able to do this without looking at a book, I promise. I'm glad you're letting me be, I'm glad, yeah, you're my guinea pig. It sounds like a really bad, a really bad Sex Pistol song. You're my guinea pig. Okay. I mean, or any of the Sex Pistol songs actually any good anyway. Prince of Swords. Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh, what else did I say? Oh, wait, no, that's coming up next. I was like, I've got some really good thingies that I've been trying to do, because I want to make sure that when I'm doing readings, and you can, if you please, could, like, let me know if you think it's good. Like, I want to give things that make these readings relatable, so you're not just like, what does that mean? Like, I don't understand. I'm not connecting. But, okay. So, the Eight of Swords. They say, the Eight of Swords reveals a time when we're afraid to make a decision. But avoidance will only make the situation worse. Careful consideration can help us make the right choice. Which, totally fair, And I think that's actually kind of aligned with a lot of the things that we're reading here. In many ways. I know I'm making you sick as hell as I'm moving this phone around. But I also wanted to pull up. I know what Two of Hearts is. Two of Cups. That's the Lover's card. And that, I think, lining up with the Eight of Swords makes perfect sense. You're going through a really difficult time. And then to have the Two of Cups, which says the Two of Cups reveals a time when emotional energies find a focus. It may imply a new romance or the beginning of an important friendship. And I also think it has a lot to do with soulmates. A lot of people bring up twin flames. Twin flames, I think, is kind of, I don't want to say wishy-washy, but it's too much to explain here. But the fact that you have that, like here, during a difficult time, what was your clarifier? Your soulmate. They're there for you. He's there for you. And, that's, loyalty, shared emotions, your partner, you share feelings. It's a romantic union. And it also says on here, don't be selfish, So I don't think you'll be selfish if you need him. I think he'll be there for you during that difficult time of self-discovery and things like that. Um, so I would lean into him when you need him. Definitely. Okay, so now we got that figured out. Three of Swords. Woo! In reverse. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to be dealing with a little bit of nitty gritty toward the end of the year. Because right now we're on like the cusp of finishing out the middle and going on to the end. So, Three of Swords. This is all about negative self-talk. And recognizing that negative self-talk or intrusive thoughts, saying things like, like, I don't deserve that, I'm not worthy, I'm a burden, all my my all-time favorite hits that play in my brain, and learning how to stop those. Releasing pain, optimism, and forgiveness. So this is the quote I think that I got inspired by listening to this, is stop giving your inner mean girl such a loud voice. And then again, this I had to add was that bitch doesn't even go here. You should don't Dad has always said this to me, and it never resonated until a few years ago. Is that do not let someone live in your brain rent free. If they do not pay rent, kick their asses out. Don't let them be up there if they don't deserve to be there. So, and that goes for intrusive negative talk. If it's not supposed to be there, kick their ass out. So that's what this three of Swords is doing. It's bringing you down, and so you got, but it's okay though, because it's also kicking. You've been through some heartache, you've been through hurt, and you're aware of it, but you got to learn how to start letting that negative shit go. And then clarified by Nine of Cups, which is which I just love, inner happiness. And when I look at the card, one of the things I would do when I was little and find a penny, I would dance around and sing, I'm so lucky. So that's immediately what I wrote on the card when I got it. And then, make room for happiness and wish come true, contentment. You've got a lot of happiness coming after some bullshit, Can't deny that there's some bullshit, but it's okay. So now we're gonna keep on moving. Isn't that hear that in a Pauly Shore movie? And what else did I say about the? Nope. Oh yeah, one thing they did want to be a reminder of is don't be unrealistic though. I know love is gonna be overabundant and wonderful, but keep it real. You have to be. I think I did kind of have that contentment, wish come true. I'm too late. Maybe I didn't. Maybe that was on a different card. It was. Don't be selfish thing on the Two of Cups. So make sure it's. You make sure it's cool that you aren't pushing or asking too much. Make sure everyone's on the same thing. Anyway, then we've got the Emperor in reverse. And that's all about domination, excessive control, and inflexibility. And I was really confused as to what the fuck all this was. So assess your relationship with power. Issues with your boss, a supervisor, maybe. Are they respecting your voice? Maybe your parental figures, or or someone who acts like that. Maybe in-laws, maybe aunts, uncles, or someone of that caliber, or has that kind of reign on your life. Are they respecting your boundaries? And then also looking at your power. Are you abusing power? So they want you to kind of assess that. Is that it on the up and up? Is everything okay on that thing? But then that card could also be there for the fact that people may look at you as a leader and really respect you as a leader, and also respect you as an expert in your field, like as a teacher and as a musician, and like they could really look at you and go like, wow, like we want to fucking be like her, and like totally on that. And this could also be a call for you to stand up to authority. um so that had that there. And then of course I had, I fought the law and the law won playing in my head. But like, and then I fought the law and the law won, and then I had to answer it with like, but hey, at least you fucking fought. But then I clarified it, and I got the Three of Cups, which is weird because it has karmic lessons. So like karmic lessons keep coming up. It's joyful. It's a reunion. There's friendship. There could possibly be a third party, which I thought was weird. I thought not really relevant for this. And it's celebration. It's friendship. It's collaboration. It's creativity. And I was like, what? Well, what are they celebrating? What's this celebration of? And what victory did she have? And I pull. Was it? Yep, it was upright. 4 swords, upright. And that's laying down your swords and saying, I need a rest. I can't do this anymore. I can't fight anymore. And that's what they're celebrating. You embracing change, resisting, like just saying no. And I really think that's what you're celebrating, is like you have looked at the authority, and you and your friends are celebrating you, going, I have had enough. I've worked my ass off on this issue. I have put forth effort, and I can't anymore. I love me, and I need a break. And I think that's definitely worthy of celebrating. So by the end of the year, I think you said like take me or leave me, but I'm taking a break. So I think that's really a beautiful thing. So then we go to the Death card, the Death in reverse. Death in reverse is all about purging and personal transformation and embracing change. So, really good card. That's my card, by the way, the Scorpio card. Sagittarius, which you're the Temperance card. It's a really pretty card, actually. I don't have it not on this read. And then, so I have it clarified. So, 10 of Cups is about divine love. 10 of Cups in reverse, I'm sorry. Divine love, relationships, blissfulness, harmony, and alignment. And it's just, you're totally happy. This card, it's happiness. It's happiness. And then here, 4 Cups. Checking, you want to check for alignment. You're going to retreat a little bit. You're going to kind of tuck back into a safe place. And that's okay, because it's temporary. And that's okay, because you just took a big leap. You're going to be taking a big leap. This here, to say, like, I'm taking a break, it's going to take a lot of balls. But you're going to do it. It's going to be scary as shit, but you're going to do it. So when you need to, like, go fuck it and hide back in the house with the cat and the dog, and and not take phone calls and not take messages and, like, turn on Do Not Disturb, it's okay, because that's going to pass. But, that's part of self-care, too. Turning everything off and disconnecting is totally okay. Just make sure that you connect with, you'll connect with someone and let them know that I'm okay. I just need some time to process, because holy shit, did you just see what I did? And that will pass, and you're going to be just fine. Oh, okay, so Ten of Swords in reverse. This is all about, see, this is what I'm talking about. This, as I move my hands all over the place because I'm talking like my total, like, neighborhood self. Uh, this is all about recovery and regeneration and contemplating. I wrote so sloppy. Contemplating the inevitable end. Um, Now, what I wrote is rip the Band-Aid off. Just rip it off. Do it. Because you've been, like, they said, like, they didn't add this, but I added this. You've been preparing for this. You've been preparing for this. I said the whole year. I think you've been preparing for this for much longer than this year. You've been preparing to do this for a long time. And you're ready to rip this Band-Aid off. And it's still going to hurt. It's not going to be easy. It's not like everyone's like, woohoo, I can't wait to do this horrible big change. But once you do it, it's done. You know, that's what I was saying about radical acceptance. Once it's over, and it's done. And it's so freeing to just whoo, and like you're over and done with. And you cannot take it back. You cannot switch it. It's over. And like that's a road, like the pain and that, like it will end, right? Like it will end. That horrible pain that you cannot stop will end right then. It'll be a different pain, but that pain will be gone. Oh, and it's so nice. So then we have the Moon card. And so this one was kind of interesting to me because it's about illusion and fear and intuition and the subconscious. And I was trying to figure out what the hell they were talking about with it. Like, what a weird way to end the year. And how I was reading it and everything, and what I was trying to get from it. I feel like you've been carrying this pain for a really long time. And you've been shoving this pain down and bottling it up for a really long time. That this pain's really been just kind of put into your subconscious for so long that it's kind of eked out into your life. It's seeped into all aspects of your life. It becomes how you act, and you don't mean to. It's there. It's just there. It's become so it's become so it's permeated everything. So yeah, it's one of those, it's just everywhere. So this distress of this pain has just kind of, it's gotten to your life. So when I pulled the King of Swords, who's next, and I pulled him in, oh no, I laid him back down in reverse, but I didn't pull him in reverse. He's all about mental clarity, and he's about truth, and he is about authority and power. It's about taking the lead and using logic and using intellect, you know, like, to do this. So let's see. He's a businessman. He's giving. He's a protector. Well, let's see. Oh, I have large and in charge. Like, yeah, I think that's just like, and actually, hold on. Well, I've got you here. Hold on. I'm gonna real quick just clarify that, because I'm just a little bit unhappy with that, because I think, oh, here we are, let's see. Oh, you can tell I'm old. I just tried to put the phone up to my face. Okay, so this is the one I just chose, the Nine of Pentacles, which says, I put the sing in single, Put the singing single. I'm not even kidding. I put this on everything. Boss babe, self-love, abundant, feeling yourself. I think that kind of speaks for itself there. So you're going to have this strong King of Swords that's going to help you take the lead. And then you've got the Nine of Swords that's going to, give you the self-love to do it and feel it. Let's see what the bottom of the deck is. Damn, I hate not having hands at work. Another sword energy. Two of Swords. Oh, I don't think that's very true. Confusion, but it does have that you're protected. So I can't, since I don't have my whole, there goes the whole deck. Two of Swords. Well, okay, I'm trying to figure out what Two of Swords means. You do have the Empress as your other bottom of the deck card. And that's going with femininity, beauty, abundance. They do want you to spend a little bit more time with your partner, maybe doing some stuff in nature. That can also really help when you're feeling overwhelmed, just to kind of ground yourself and be present in the moment. And that's really hard when, like, just to, be there. Like, it can be really overwhelming. And what else did they say? Ooh, there is one thing. I'm not sure where you guys are, but I will say you might want to just, if you're looking to have a baby, good. If you're not looking to have a baby, be aware. It is something that's it is something that can come up with those cards. Now, when they're talking about Two of Swords, it does say that the Two of Swords reveals a time where when we receive advice or instructions on how to proceed with some new endeavor, and we should carefully weigh the before moving ahead. So, just to, take some advice. Don't go jumping into things, which is cool. And I think that's how a lot of advice should be taken and, given, and everyone should do things on their own. But, okay, before I finish this up and send you on your way, since I've kept you here forever now, and you're a doll since you've been through hell trying to figure this out, and we haven't even actually finished it yet. Let's see if you can get it this time. I've already pulled your charms for you, so let's see what we've got here. Okay. And I burped a little. Hopefully you did not hear that, but if you did, I really don't care either. Okay. See? Okay. We've got the little frog, which to me is like being able to like hop, like hop out of the way of things, be able to be nimble, get out of the way, and the ability to grow. Because like a frog starts out as like a little swimmy little tadpole, and grows into this great thing. Now this I find interesting because the black leaves I see as like bad shit, but when they're flipped over, it's like, oh, the bad times are gone. But you have one still here that hasn't flipped to one that has. I think that's interesting. Clear quartz. It's a really good power crystal. I forgot. I think that's strength. So it's a good strength piece for you. And when I divined these, I did ask your ancestors, your loved ones that have passed, and just the universe in general, any messages or anything they thought you might need. So if you see anything that's like important from them, like there could be like a specific message that could have been from them, it might be in here, and it might be like you see it and be like, oh shit, that was from my uncle or something, you know. And I just don't get it. I'm just trying to give my own interpretation of what these mean to me. Like these always mean like motherly or grandma, like these little doilies. I can never get the damn thing to stay open. Sorry, I'm just gonna try and get all my stuff together. Didn't get too many letters today. I have an M. I have about 2 R's. Could maybe be initials. I've got a heart. Little love heart. Got topaz, so November. I got jasper here. I forgot what jasper means. I looked it up, but my brain's not working. This here, I always think of this for like, this usually ends up going with like my 9 of swords cards, but I don't think we had that. Oh wait, shit, we did. We did have a 9 of swords. Yeah. Oh, that's pentacles. Never mind. Sorry. But, okay. Get back to what you're doing. Okay. Pink Floyd. I always like this as like, one, it's great music, you know. Always a good reminder, hey, chill out to some good tunes. But I also like to think of this as like the infinite possibilities of the world. This is my pin for hard work. Like, you've put in hard work. You're putting in hard work. Keep doing it. You know, you can do it. You're putting in the hard work. Keep doing it. That's always one of my favorites. You know who that belongs to. Now this, the Robert Plant is my hero. This is another symbol of mine. Of like, if a regular guy can do it, if a regular guy can be a nobody and then a superstar, you can do it too. Like, you can do anything. This has happened again. Okay. This is crazy. Okay. I keep getting these together, and when I need them with like, when I do readings for people who are like they're so hard to better themselves. Yeah, regular people can make it. Like, you can do it. You can do it. You can put the work in. You can put the work in and do it. And look at that. Another one of these. Oh, you've really had, you've really had some hard shit. You've really had some hard shit, but it's ending. It's ending. And you've got beauty. You've got beauty coming. And look, and you've got the tools. You've got the tools to make it happen. You can make things, you can put these things together and make it happen. Because amethyst is also called the non-drunk stone. Let me put that back, sorry. The non-drunk stone for mental clarity. So you can do that. And then, and you've got, you've got the strength. You've got the strength. You have her love. Oh, yes. My familiar is showing up. Come on, little guy. Show up. Show up. You wanna... Nah, it's a cat. Am I missing anything? Oh, and this also was a rock that my mom got while in Colorado. I always like to think this is trying to keep yourself grounded when you're starting to lose it, when things are going crazy, trying to keep yourself grounded. This is also something that I keep as a form of self-care. It's like a stimulating ring, to like kind of give you extra feeling to make sure you don't lose yourself in moments. Another elephant, um, elephant with its trunk up, which I also have an elephant with its trunk up. And then here's another thing I like to keep for hard work, because this is going to take hard work. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy letting go of past pain and past scars that have been put on us, but we can do it. We can do it. No one else is going to do it for us. And it's not pretty. And when, but when it's done, God, it feels good. And, we're going to be doing it for a long time, but the time's worth it, because the time after is even better. All right. Well, that's it. We finally did it. We did that. We did that shit. And I also do want to just bring this to you and just let you see her. Just look at her. Isn't she pretty? And she's just let me see if I set her down, if I can get a better. Yeah, she is. She's just so confident, so feminine, so pretty. And she also has that and what, bitch, I'm blessed. She's got a great look to her. And, I think you've got a great look to you. And I think, to answer your question, I think you're going to have a really great start. I think it's going to get a little rocky. And I think you're going to have a trying, I do honestly think you're going to have a bit of a trying year. But I think you're going to be able to start being really assertive. And you're going to have so much personal growth that you're going to be able to end this year. You're going to have a battle or two in it, but I think you're going to be really happy with how far you come. And I also think that you're going to have a really good support system, and you're going to do fabulous work. All right, well, let me know if this resonated with you, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much.